Good morning, dear children. How are you? Hope all of you are safe and fine at your home. Raindrops may be little in shape and size, but their continuous fall makes a river overflow. Remember, small consistent efforts makes massive changes in life. So you do small efforts for your study and it will bring you good result this year. Okay. With this beautiful quotation, we'll start our lesson. So we are studying about internet basics. Some topics we have covered already. So today about web pages and web browsers. These things are not new to you and you know about this also. So but in details we'll study today. Okay. So what is a web page? Already previous class also we have discussed. Web page. Web page is a digital document that is linked to the World Wide Web and viewable by anyone connected to the internet having a web browser. It can contain any type of information such as text, color, graphics, animation, video and sound, etc. That all of you know, it is an electronic page which resides in the web server. And it contains information such as text, color, graphics, animation, video and sound. So web pages, components of a web page. We'll divide the components according to two categories. One is your content wise, another one is your structure wise. So if we'll now let us see what is content wise. The web page contains the components are hypertext and hyperlink. That means if we will go for the content of the web page, we'll find hypertext and hyperlinks. So what is this hypertext and hyperlink we'll study? Then we will go to the structure of the web page. Okay. So what is hypertext? Hypertext refers to a digital text which consists of text, graphics, sound, images, video and hyperlink. Okay. Hypertext, all of you know, it is the highlighted text present in the web page. So that can be a text, that can be a graphics also, that can be a sound, that can be image also, that can be a video also, that can be a hyperlink also. So what is hyperlink? It refers to the link in the form of graphics or text upon clicking where the link document opens up. So you all have used HTML and you have created your own web page also and you have used this hyperlink and hypertext. The hypertext means the text which is highlighted and the link when you will click on the link, it will take you to another web page or website, or it may be a same part of the document or web page also. Okay. So next one is your so we can tell what is hypertext now. Hypertext refers to the combination of text, graphic, images, audio and video tracks and hyperlinks. A hyperlink refers to a dynamic link upon clicking at which a new web page or program opens. So this definition you can remember. Hypertext refers to the combination of text, graphic, image, audio and video tracks and hyperlinks. Okay. A hyperlink refers to a dynamic link upon clicking at which a new web page or program opens. Okay. So next is your structure wise. Now it is content wise we have studied, that is your hypertext and hyperlinks. So now we'll study about the structure wise, what the web page consists of. Okay. So if structure wise if we'll go, then we'll find these all points are there. Okay. You have made also web page using HTML. What first one, what is the tag you are using? Title. Okay. The head, then body, then navigational links and then footer. Okay. Page title, you know, whenever we are using title tag to make a title, where it was appearing at the title bar of the web page. Okay. So what is page title? This is a single line of text which is displayed on the title bar of the browser displaying web page. That all of you know. So header. This is generally a one or two lines of text, sometimes a graphics or image defining the purpose of the web page. It is displayed at the top of the web page below the address bar of the browser. Okay. Then body of the web page. This is the section below the header of the web page and it contains the actual content of the web page. I will not explain you much because I have already many programs you have done using HTML, where first we are using header and title and body of the web page. Head appears at the means header of the web page, which will explain you what is the contents of the web page, and page title that appears at the title bar of the web page. Inside the body, all other contents of the web page we are writing. So this is below the header page, it is below the header it appears always, that is the body of the web page. And next, navigational links. We are creating our external links and internal links to switch to one web page to another web page, or to from one section of the document to another section of the same section of the web page. These are known as your navigational links. Okay. So footer. This is the bottom section of the web page. This is the section where usually the copyright notice, website contact information, etc. is put. That means the bottom portion of the web page, where you can generally we write contact us, mail us, like this, copyright notice, or it is reserved, website contact information, etc. That is bottom of the web page we write, that is your footer. Okay. So these are the this is about web page. If that means web page is an electronic page which resides in the web server, and it contains all types of text, graphics, video, audio, etc. And its contents divided means we divide it into two types. One is your content wise, another one is your structure wise. Content wise, it contains hypertext and hyperlinks, and structure wise, it contains your title, body, title, head, body, then your navigational links, and then footer. Okay. So now go to what makes a web page work. Okay. So a web page is viewed through a web browser on a computer or a mobile device. The working of a web page is successful only when a user can view it successfully. For a web page to work properly, it has to undergo following 3 steps. Okay. So you know that whenever you are searching any information, a web page is appearing before you. That web page, how it is coming? You are accessing it through a web browser. That may be a Chrome, that may be Internet Explorer, your Edge, or your any web browser you are using, and you are typing the URL, and your web page is appearing in front of you containing the information. Okay. So it is successful when the user can view it. Okay. So how means the web page to viewed by user, it has to go through 3 pages. Okay. First one is creation of a web page, that all of you know using HTML languages. Here I will tell one things I have mentioned here. In this stage, a web page is created with proper coding. Okay. Depending upon its content type, it can be pure HTML for static page, or contain some scripts also for dynamic content. Okay. And this stage also ensures that code of the web page is error free. So here I have mentioned one static page and one dynamic content. So what is static content of a web page and what is dynamic content of a web page? Okay. Generally, the static contents of a web page can be written using HTML languages, but for dynamic content, some scripting languages we use. So what is that? First, let us understand. So static page means the web page which contains very rarely we need to change, or does not change. Okay, that is your static page. Just like whenever you search the information about suppose Taj Mahal, you will get the same type of information every day. Every year also you will get, means that about Taj Mahal, very less information we need to update. Okay. And suppose any historical events you go, any war, that you will get the same information. So that means once the web page design, it will not be means very little changes required, or may not it require not any change also. But dynamic content, what is the dynamic content? Means the web pages which needs to be updated at regular intervals. Suppose if you will go for the Indian Railway, irctc.co.in, then that website regularly means every interval you will find a updated one. Suppose you are searching for CBSE .nic.in. So these web pages say regularly we are getting the updated information. Suppose any weather forecasting website you will go, you will find every interval that is changed. So that those are dynamic content of the web page, and those contents along with the HTML, some and some other script languages like JavaScript languages are used. Okay, so this stage also ensures that coding of the web page is error free. So this is important, what is static page and what is dynamic page. You remember static page, static web page, where the contents very rarely or may not means require any change. Okay, and but dynamic way where the information need to be updated at regular intervals. Okay, so then uploading and publishing the web page. See, we all have created many web pages using HTML, but that is not viewed to anybody. We have saved in our computer, so in the output, and it's over, because we have not uploaded in a web server. And the web pages we are getting after typing the URL for any information when you are searching, that is uploaded in a web server. So second step is, if you want that it should be viewed by others, it should be uploaded or publishing the web page. We should upload or publish the web page. In this stage, the code of the web page is loading on the web servers. In other words, the web page is published. Okay. Then third one is a retrieval, that is which happens at the user end. In this stage, the web page is delivered to user's computer in a web browser for viewing. So web page will be successful, or every web page undergo these three pages. One is your first one is creation of web page, then uploading and publishing the web page, then another last one is a retrieval. Okay. See how it is happens, and means image I have brought for you. See, browser we are typing the URL HTTP request, and that HTTP request will go to the web server. In the web server, files are stored, and that files are written using HTML, maybe your CSS, JavaScript, and other files are also there. So from this web server, again it will come to the browser and it will be viewed by the user. Okay, so in order to view a web page, following process takes place, that already all of you know. Again I am telling, the user types its URL in the address bar of the web browser. The web browser determines the domain name of the URL and send the request to the web server hosting this domain name. The web server now sends the code of the asked web page to the web browser and the client computer. The web browser and the client computer display the web page using the received code. So first, we are the user typing the URL in the address bar of the web browser. The web browser determines the domain name of the URL. Domain name means what? .in, .co, .co, what is .com. So domain name of the URL, and send the request to the web server for hosting this domain name. The web server now sends the code of the asked web page to the web browser on the client computer. So web server accepts the request and then sends the pages. The web browser and the client computer displays the web page using the received code. So this way you view a web page in the web page by using a web browser. Okay. Next one is web browser will study. So you know all of you about web browser. That is Chrome, Firefox. You all are, whenever you want to go to any website, to open any website, we take the help of the web browser. Okay. So what is a web browser? A web browser, commonly referred to as browser, is a software application for accessing information on the World Wide Web. When a user requests a web page from a particular website, the web browser retrieves the necessary content from a web server and then displays the page on the user's device. Okay. A web browser, commonly referred to as a browser, is a software application for accessing information on the World Wide Web. Okay. When a user requests a web page from a particular website, the web browser retrieves the necessary content from a web server and then displays the page and then displays the page on the user's device. Okay. So that all of you know, web browser is a software, and whenever we require anything, then we type the URL in the web browser, and the web browser sends the request to the web server, and web server provides the page again to the web browser to view by the user. Okay, see, these web browsers are of two types. You may not know about this text only browser. Previously, first text only browser was only used. Linux is a browser that provides access to the web in text only mode. Text only mode, you know, only text we can see. We cannot see any type of graphics, pictures, video and audio using this browser. Navigation is accomplished by highlighting emphasized words in the screen with the arrow up and down keys, and then pressing the enter key to follow the link. That means previously, nowadays what happened, hypertexts are there. Whenever we are clicking the, means taking the mouse to the hypertext, it will change to a hand symbol. So we can, from that we can know that it is a link, and if we click in this link, then it will take it to the other website or other web page. But previously that highlighted emphasized words are there, this mouse pointer concept was not there. Rather, two arrows are there, one arrow up and one arrow down, and then pressing the enter key, that link was opening. Okay, text only browser, and Linux was a text only browser used. So nowadays, not only text, we are accessing everything that is from text, graphics, video, audio, everything. So we are using graphical browser. Almost all browser we are using nowadays, these all are your graphical browsers. Okay, you go for your Chrome, Internet Explorer, Edge, Firefox, Mozilla, Opera, whatever, all the are graphical web browsers. Okay, these browsers are available for Windows, Apple, Linux and other operating systems also. Navigation is accomplished by pointing and clicking with a mouse on highlighted words and graphics. That all of you know how we are clicking, and how we are going to the linked web pages. So we are clicking on the mouse and when highlighted words, graphics or images, and it is taking us to other web pages or websites. Okay, so web browser is a software which helps us to view the web pages, means and the types of web browsers are of two types. One is your text only browser and one is your graphical browser. Text only browsers are only used to view text data, so that is nowadays not used, and you cannot think of that a browser was only used for accessing text data, but it was in use, and Linux is a browser that provide access to the web in text only mode. Okay, and then graphical web browser, nowadays whatever we are using, these are your graphical web browsers. Text, images, audio and video are retrievable through graphical software program such as Internet Explorer, Firefox, Mozilla, Opera and Chrome. Okay, so almost all browsers we are using are nowadays graphical web browsers. So I have brought some pictures, means you can tell logo of web browsers, very popular. You can names are also given. Some you all are using it also, and some new are there. You can remember these names. Okay, so today we covered about web pages and web browsers. Okay, so next class some other topics will come with URL and blogs and different types of blogs. Okay, thank you all. Have a nice day.